Cuckoo.
We're Isabel and Kim, girlfriends living in France and chatting about everything going on in our lives. Come hang out with us while we cheers with an Aperol Spritz, swap stories, get into some deep talks, and share what we've learned along the way. Make sure to subscribe and leave us a review if you like the podcast and share with your friends.
Yay.
Thanks.
Happy Monday, May 5th. It's Cinco de Mayo.
No way.
Yes. I only know this because my best friend Heidi, if you're listening, met her now husband
On Cinco de Mayo. That's so
and we were
fun.
all out together, of course, at Wilfie and Nell's.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
fun.
funny. So I texted her this morning. Of course, I always have to wish her and her husband a happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my gosh, that's really
'Cause it's
cute.
such a
Wait,
fun
I actually
memory.
can't believe it's May 5th. I always
know.
know when it's May 5th.
Well, now you know.
Time is flying.
Well, you were in Paris for the weekend.
Yes. So we had May in France. There's 4 holidays. So
Yes.
Thursday was a holiday, and I thought we didn't have school Friday,
But they did.
but there was school Friday. So we took a lot. We had an Airbnb. Someone moved their trip, so we had a few days open. So we decided last
Nice.
minute to hop on the trains, which were all booked. So we were on 7 a.m.ers both
that's
directions,
so brutal.
which was a little early, but it was actually. I don't mind getting there.
Yeah. And then you're
on
like,
the early side because you have the full day. Like
Totally,
we had,
it is nice.
We got to our apartment. We chilled for like an hour, and then we went to
awesome.
lunch and went out, and it was great. I will say, coming home that early is tough because
On a
normally we
Sunday.
take like I think it's like a 2:00 train,
Okay.
and then I always take that Sunday morning to like catch up on the Airbnb
Yeah.
and reorganize everything, and it gets a little things
Yeah.
get placed around and
For
stuff
sure.
collects. Like we had like 6 bottles of children's sunscreen that were all almost empty, and I'm like, just stuff
Just
collects.
stuff like, yeah, of course.
And it's nice because like I have like a baby stuff, so people have people have left a lot of diapers. I'm so fully stocked with
Oh, wow,
diapers, which
that's
I'm very excited
great.
about because I think they're buying diapers when they get to Paris and they don't want to bring them home.
Oh, that's smart.
So I've got like all sizes. It's great. We
Nice.
are
So if
fully
anyone
stocked.
wants to rent Isabel's Paris
Yeah.
apartment and you have a baby,
But normally I do all those like little chores
Yeah,
the day
of
before we
course.
leave. So we had to just be more planned. But anyways, we had a great little weekend. The weather
was
in
it
Paris,
actually nice in Paris?
it was gorgeous.
Oh,
It was crazy. We got off the train. It was almost 80 degrees,
Oh my
and
gosh.
everyone's in shorts and t-shirts. Whereas here, I feel
Wow.
like people are in jackets and scarves.
Even
still.
even though it was almost 80 on Thursday, people still like act like it's winter.
And the weather here has just been like
It's been
consistently
consistently
terrible.
bad. Yeah.
Yesterday was bad. Today was
Today
bad.
is pouring. Yes.
And so it really felt like taking
Although
the
the
train
weekend,
to
I
summer
have to
vacation.
say, when you were
was it
gone,
nice?
was really nice.
Okay.
Like we went to the beach. I mean, it was
Okay.
very, very nice. Yes.
But yes, we had great weather. There was this was actually crazy on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you guys saw it on Instagram because I saw a lot of people posted videos of it. There was this it lasted maybe 30 seconds, but it started to pour rain. And then there was the craziest hailstorm I have ever seen in my
Where?
life in Paris.
oh my gosh.
And it was coming. We thought our windows were going to break. It was
That's
coming
so scary.
sideways at the apartment. And the balls were like this. They were bigger than a golf ball.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. And then everything, like trees down, branches broken.
Wow, it was like a full-on
It was
thunderstorm.
it was just a super intense hailstorm that happened. So that was kind of crazy. But besides that, we had a great weekend. We were fully booked.
Like you had a lot of
We
plans.
just we were there. Usually we go for a little bit longer of a time. And this was like in and out. But I don't know. I just like felt like we had a lot of people to see, a lot of things to do. So it went by really fast because we were constantly
on the go.
busy. And my daughter's like really taken more of an interest in museums
So
and
cool.
more cultural stuff
Yeah,
lately.
I love that.
So I booked us to go to the Picasso Museum.
Nice.
And I just wanted to recommend it if you have kids that are around that age.
Yeah,
I
we
think
haven't
it's it's beautiful. You
awesome.
can do it in under an hour.
Perfect.
It's right in the Marais. So if you're visiting, it's probably a neighborhood that you wanted to see anyways.
Totally.
It's near some parks.
That's great.
So it would be a great add-on for kids. I will say it's very quiet, like most museums. So if you have maybe like that 2.5, 3,
Running
the
around.
toddler might be more difficult. But I did see like a lot of babies and then a lot of kids probably starting
fun.
like 4 up.
Okay.
So highly recommend.
Yeah. I was telling you, we went to the Atelier Lumiere.
I love that one.
And
I've
so
I've actually been to that a couple times.
Okay, that was our first time. It was a while ago, but it reminded me because they had the Picasso exhibit.
Yep. They always have different ones.
Maybe
and I think
explain.
It's
It's kind of like art all over.
I'm pretty sure they have it in New York
Immersive?
too. It's
Yeah,
one of those
okay.
immersive art experiences. So I think the show runs 40 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's about that.
something like that. And so it's music, and then it's basically just like a warehouse room, and they display pictures, moving art
On the walls.
So
and the kids can like, they don't just sit for it. You can
you
like
can move around. You
and-
can go see different places. There's kind of like different
and
sections.
there's music to it, which I thought was really
It's
cool.
it's great, but just a friendly reminder, because I had forgotten this. You have to book
Yeah.
all museum cultural stuff ahead of time
Yeah.
and early. Like I had wanted for us to like get up and go in the morning.
Oh, it was totally booked.
Completely
Yeah,
sold out.
yeah.
And this was, when did I book this? Maybe Monday of last week. So
Okay.
granted, it was like sort of a holiday weekend, so maybe that's why. But by when I booked them on Monday, everything from 9:30, the earliest availability was 2:30, and then after 4:30, it was all booked again too. So
I think a
if
lot
you're
of parents
coming, book ahead.
have the same idea of like, let's do the museum in the morning. So
Yep.
normally, and this has happened to us in a lot of cities where like mornings are all booked and we end
Yeah.
up going in the afternoon. But yes, and it's heading into like primetime tourist season. So
Yes.
agree.
Book your restaurants, book your
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, I think
Nice.
that was we go back in June for a little bit longer. We're taking a couple days out of school.
Okay, that'll be nice.
So I'm excited.
That's great.
And I have to go through all my baby stuff on that trip because
Because it's
everything's in. We left it all
Oh,
in
that's
Paris. So I
exciting,
have.
though.
Yeah, I'm excited to look at all the
to
baby
all your
clothes.
baby stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
fun.
have to figure out how to get my crib down to the south too. I think my husband.
You might have to drive.
it down.
Yeah, I was going to say that on the train is probably a
Yeah,
bit of a nightmare.
No way.
That's awesome.
What did you guys do this weekend?
Well, it felt like a weird weekend because we had Thursday off school. So the kids had off. It was like a Labor Day in France. And so we went down to Bandol, which is on the water. It's also wine country-ish.
We went there one day together.
Yes,
Do
you and I have
remember?
been
Yeah.
there. We were actually on the same beach, but a different restaurant.
Okay.
So the beach was packed, like not
Oh, I
even a
bet.
patch of sand. But I've learned something here. So I've learned not to just drive somewhere and hope you can get like public parking.
You can't get parking.
You
There
just-
is
it's
no
like,
parking.
unless you get really early. Like I was talking to a friend I played tennis with, and she was like, if you get down there by 10 a.m., you can get parking. But which is doable.
Even 10, I feel like,
but
is in the
maybe
summer,
not.
like-
maybe probably not in the summer. But anyways, my new trick is find a hotel that has a restaurant, and then you book like the restaurant at that hotel, and then you can park for free. You're
Nice.
technically, they told us we're supposed to leave after lunch, but
Yeah.
we didn't. We went to the beach and no
That's a
one
great
checked.
tip.
So that's my tip for going to, I would say, the south of France, any beaches that are.
That's what we did at lunch the other day when we were in Saint Tropez. We
Oh, you did.
like booked a expensive
yes,
lunch.
it is expensive, but it's
Then you get parking, and
I
like
know.
we went to the beach before, and then we had our reservation at like 2:30, and
smart.
yeah,
So that's the trick if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the rest of the weekend, so the kids were back in school on Friday. My husband and I took an hour right before picking up the kids, and we went to, there was a whole art exhibit in X in Park Jordan, which was, it was good. It was just nice to kind of like spend a minute without the kids doing something cultural. And then, yeah, the weekend we went to, there's also, it's kind of like the US Open, not on that great of a scale, but a tennis tournament in X, like right outside of the city, where it's all free and you can watch professional tennis matches all weekend.
So fun.
it was really fun. And
I
they
missed
had
it last year. I wanted to go this year, but I
yeah,
missed
it was
again.
actually really well done, and I can't believe it's like all free. And yeah, we had lunch there. We watched
Do you
a couple
get
good
seats, or
matches.
do you just,
Yeah.
like-
no, you just
Nice.
walk right in and sit wherever you want.
so cool.
I mean, the kids were lost interest in about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
but it was still worth it. So yeah, that was kind of our weekend. So.
Cool.
All right. We've got a fun topic today. So
Things we love.
Yes. What we're loving right now. We thought with Mother's Day coming up, which is May 11th. So this coming Sunday in the US, and then France is in 2 weeks. I think the 20 something. Is that right?
Something like
Okay.
that. I think it's in May.
It's
but
definitely in May.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. So we thought it'd be kind of fun. I think for me, at least, like having moved here, a lot of things I've like discovered from living here, like products, experiences, things I'm doing that I just wouldn't have even thought about in the US, and a lot of stuff I'm like enjoying. I would say is like better in a lot of ways than the stuff I was using or things I was doing in the US. So thought it'd be kind of fun to share that today. So we're going to kind of talk about it in like products, like experiences or things we're doing that are kind of
Self-help.
self-helping. And then also we will put all this in the show notes. And we made sure, I think a lot of this, at least I checked, a few of these things are available in the US. So if
Yeah, I think all my things
Yeah.
I don't think mine are really French based. Maybe one, but
Okay.
I think most of my things are accessible
like
to
accessible to
anyone.
anyone, which is very cool. So, and we should mention none of this is sponsored. This is just us. Literally, we came up with this topic because you and I talk about like, have you tried this? Have you tried this? I'm loving this. So
Yes, I will say I'll make a disclosure.
yeah, you
a
have one
couple
disclosure.
a couple of my products were sent to me
Oh,
as
right.
gifts,
Okay.
and that's how I discovered them.
Okay.
But I'm not like
you're not like
not
actively.
actively.
Yes.
I'm not being sponsored to talk about.
Correct.
Them. I just like them, and that's how I discovered them.
Cool.
Um,
So you want to start with products? Some fun
Okay, do you wanna do
products that
products?
we're
Okay.
liking?
can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this one I actually have to give a shout out to the people who follow me on Instagram because I would not have bought this if it wasn't for you. I have been looking for a new mascara.
Ah.
And so the vast winner was before even like the Lancome, Chanel,
Yeah.
like all of those kind of classic, like the Dior one.
Yeah.
I think I've used all of those in the
Yeah,
past.
me too.
But the one that came in top above all of those was from the brand Ilia, which is like a cleaner makeup
Yeah.
brand. And people actually said that like most of their products are really great. The bronzer and I don't know. Now I'm really curious about all of it, but I went with you
Yes.
the other, I think it was after we filmed the podcast.
Yes, it was last Monday.
We went and I bought it and I love it.
Okay, now I need to go get it because I'm out of
It's-
mascara.
You know what it does? The brush is very interesting shaped and it curls your lashes.
It's so cool.
And I don't use like an eyelash curler.
Oh,
and
I
it's
do.
just like, I mean, I don't have it on right now, but
Yeah.
it gives them, it doesn't put them clumped together.
Okay,
They
that's
stay
nice.
separated out and they kind of like do a little
Lengthen and a little curl.
curl. And it looks like natural. It doesn't look
That's
like you have like a
awesome.
ton of black clunky mascara on because I don't
So
like that look.
cool.
So highly recommend.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get that this week because I'm literally out of mascara.
Yes, go
okay.
get it.
Amazing.
Tell me what you think.
Okay, we'll do.
Do you want me to do another makeup
Yeah.
one? Okay,
Go
so
for your
my
next
other
makeup.
makeup one, I have never used lip liner in my life because okay, so first of all, I had a small accident in Toys R Us when I was when I was around 5-6 years, our daughter's age, is basically.
Okay.
Or no, maybe I was a little older because I must have already had my real front teeth. So
Okay.
maybe I was more
7
years
or
on-
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visiting grandparents in Missouri, went to the big Toys R Us there, got my first pair of rollerblades.
Oh.
I think I had them on at checkout and I was like hanging on those like bars in the checkout lines and fell flat on my face, broke my nose, knocked out my front tooth. So all that to say,
Gosh. I didn't know this happened in a Toys R Us.
yeah, it was kind of
It's really
dramatic.
traumatic.
Yeah, well, I didn't even realize that I broke my nose until like years down the line when a doctor was like, "Your nose has been broken before. Like, have you ever had a facial trauma?" And I was like, "Well, my front
Toys R
teeth."
Us.
But anyways, so I've always been self-conscious of my 2 front teeth because one of them is I need to get veneers put on them.
Okay.
But one of them is the real tooth, but because I had nerve damage, it's kind of like gone, like the tooth dies, I guess, if that happens. So it's discolored. And then the other one is a little discolored too. And I feel like if I put lipstick on, it just makes my teeth look really yellow.
Do you think
Does
that's
that
in
make
your
sense?
head?
No, I mean, I don't know if it's the kind of thing other people would notice, but it's
Okay.
all I see if I put like a dark color on my lips.
Interesting. Okay.
So I've never worn, like I'll wear like a really like natural lip gloss or something. I'm comfortable with colors that are similar to my
Okay.
lip shade.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
I've never done like bold lips.
I'm like the complete opposite.
no, I know you always have like bold lips, but that just like never.
But I think that really started from me working at Sephora. And I remember
Yeah, you just have
this woman I worked for
unlimited
at
options.
some point of unlimited options. And she was always like, don't go into a meeting without lipstick on.
Oh my gosh.
And so then I was just trained. Like now I'm like,
I don't think I've ever gone to a meeting with lipstick on.
now I think I like don't leave the house without lipstick on. And I think
Okay.
it's been like very
Ingrained in your head. So anyways, lip liner is never something
Okay.
that was on my mind thinking about it. I thought that was reserved only for lipstick wearers.
Got it. Okay.
But I have recently tried Merit. It's a makeup brand that I really like, and I have worked with them in the past, so they sent it to me. They just launched lip liners.
Yes.
And there's this one color called Beverly Hills, and it's
Oh.
almost exactly my lip color. And so I was like, okay, I got to try this. I love it.
Wow.
It
Okay.
just, and maybe this is like so like duh, that's
No,
what
I
lip
wanna-
liner does, but it just makes my lips look so much better. It just makes them look like a little, I don't know. I just love how they
That's
look with
great.
that. So
Okay.
I'm really into their
So
lip
you're into
liners.
the
They
lip
have them in
liners.
all different colors too. So if
Awesome.
you're a dark or lipstick wearer, you can find one that matches that.
I used to do a lot of lip liner and then do the lipstick and then the gloss over. Like it's like a 3-step
Yeah.
process. And now I'm like, just do the lipstick 'cause it's too too much work.
No, you
but
should
now
try
I
the
might,
lip
I
liner.
might go
You
back
should
to
jump
the liner.
back into lip liner.
I'll
I'll
jump
give
back.
you. You know what? I'll give you. They sent me like 2 that are
Oh,
darker.
good. Do you have a color?
So
All
I'll
right, give me
you
the color
darker
and I'll
one,
try it.
and we can see if that works.
Great.
Okay, that's all I have for makeup.
Okay,
I have some
I'll do a
body
little
products if you wanna
makeup
jump-
and then.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm going to jump into body.
Okay, jump into body,
Okay.
and then I'll add mine
All
on
right.
after.
Okay, so I actually have a little display here, but I will also put this in the show notes if you're not
Kim told me to
watching
bring
us.
products, and I forgot.
I said, "Where's your product?
Then
We
she
can line
has
them
them
all
all
up."
lined up.
I was like, clearly the marketer in me is always like, "Let's hold up the product as we talk about it." No, okay. So this is Guerlain. I don't know how to say this exactly in French.
Ebe
Royale.
Royale, the Royal Bee.
Okay, but it's Renew and Repair Advanced Serum. The woman at Sephora actually sold it to me, told me, looked at my skin and goes, "You really need this." This is basically a double serum. So it comes out in like 2 sides, and one's like a serum and one's a lotion that has like a little kind of like shine to it. And it just makes your skin look really soft before makeup. So I would say I use this like
Can I see this? I feel like you put this on my hand once, and it felt really nice.
It's so nice. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, but it's worth it, and it seems to last a while.
it says it does radiance, peeling, and lifting effects.
Yes, which I have noticed all of them. So I'm very much
That's awesome.
a big fan of this. And she, it's also apparently one of their like bestsellers,
Top sellers.
obviously. So,
Cool.
so that's one of mine. And then I also have another body one. Caudalie, I've also come to like really love this brand in
love
France.
this brand.
But I tried this Vino Sun Protect. So it's an après soleil, like an after sun repairing lotion. So it soothes, hydrates. It's aloe vera, coconut. It's, oh my gosh, it feels like your skin has this like nice little cooling effect, but it like dries really quickly and it's really lightweight. So I'm almost through this, as you can see, because I really
I
love it.
have some Caudalie products
yes, talk
to add
about
on
your-
too. So
okay.
for the one that I'm extremely obsessed with, because of course now I haven't had Botox since September.
Oh my gosh.
And now that I'm pregnant, I can't there's so many things you can't use.
Totally.
And so I've started using I've always used the Caudalie Vino Perfect serum.
Oh,
Have you
yes.
ever used that one?
No, but I've seen it.
It's for like dark spots
Okay.
and it smells really nice and it dry. I just love
awesome.
it. I love everything about it. So, but then I added on there. It's called Reversatile Lift.
Okay.
And sorry, the Vino Perfect. It has something in it that's like a substitute for vitamin C, and I think you can't use
Oh.
vitamin C when you're pregnant.
Okay.
So that works well. And then it's called Reversatile Lift is a retinol alternative.
Okay.
Something from like the grape. Reversatile, I think, comes from grapes, but it's a retinol alternative, so it's for wrinkles. And
It's awesome.
I feel like my skin looks
Your skin
pretty
looks great. I wouldn't
wrinkle
even-
free. And
well, it totally does.
the only problem is these products, you go through them so fast,
And
in
they're
the
probably
US they're
expensive.
double the price.
Yeah.
Here they're not so bad. They're like 40,
Okay, that's not bad.
39,
Yeah.
40 euros. But you kind of like, I think I bought the ones that I have currently, I think I bought them like a month ago, and I almost need to buy another one.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit on the pricier side to keep up with, but they're great. And then the
Awesome.
one that I bought the other week it's not the After Sun, but
Okay.
it's just the Vino Perfect body lotion.
Oh.
And I love it. It smells like the Vino Perfect that I love on my face.
Oh,
and
nice.
it is very like thin. It's moisturizing, but it's thin and it absorbs quickly.
It's awesome.
So my problem with lotions is when you get out of the shower
And then it's like,
and then you
thick.
put it on, but then
Yeah.
you put your clothes on and
Ugh,
everything feels
sticky.
sticky. And then when it gets hot here,
it's gross.
like you get out of the shower, you put it on. By
Yeah.
the time you put your clothes on, it's already dry.
And that's the same with the After Sun one too. So, it's
so I
amazing.
love that.
Great. Love it. Okay. My last like beauty-ish one. Okay. I just discovered this brand, Futere.
Never seen it.
It's called Five Senses. It's a detangling conditioner. It just
Oh.
my hair feels so smooth, like
I smell
right
it?
after I put it on. It smells delicious. And then I started to use it on my daughter's hair because she has pretty tangly hair, and it's been so much easier to just brush through her
my
hair.
gosh, that smells so good.
Yes, it was also recommended by a woman at the pharmacy. So I feel like I'm like listening to a lot of the French women at
No, they
pharmacies
have
at
great
Sephora. They like
recommendations.
really know what they're talking about, and now I can like speak enough French to at least have that bit of a conversation. So
I would say most of the French products I've used from the pharmacy have come with recommendation.
I would agree.
Because
Like,
there's
all of
always
these
someone
have been
there who's like
recommendations.
their job is like just for like the skincare stuff.
Yeah, it's so
which is
interesting.
So ask.
And they're actually, I find especially the really big pharmacy here, they're like willing to help. Like they'll come up
They're
to you
super
and be
willing
like,
to help.
do you need
and
some
they'll
help?
look at your
And-
skin.
Yes, and they
like,
actually
give
analyze.
like they'll give different recommendations for different people.
Yeah, it's super interesting. And the pharmacies in general, sorry for the sidebar for a minute, I find in France are so much different than like when I would go to like a Duane Reade or Walgreens in the US, which is just like self-serve, and the pharmacist is much more about just like filling a prescription.
Yeah.
Here, like I would go to the pharmacist and ask medical questions first before I'd go to the doctor.
I mean, I whipped out my belly button the other day in the pharmacy. I'm dead serious. Because I have
what purpose?
Because I think I have like a little like I don't know if it's eczema, but I have this like this scaly patch in my belly button. And so I asked, I didn't want to make a doctor's appointment for
Right.
it. And the pharmacist, you can like show them stuff like this.
No, you
Anyways,
totally can.
He told me I needed to see a doctor.
Oh, no.
But he brought me to like a back room and like looked at it and he was like, yeah, I think maybe you need like an antibiotic cream. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh my
there,
gosh.
but-
Oh no, I've
like,
actually
Can you imagine doing that in the US? They'd
No.
be like, ma'am,
They'd be like,
please put your clothes on.
shirt down. What are you doing? No, but you're so right. Like I think the pharmacist here, like I've brought my kids in and I'm like, oh, my daughter has this like abrasion. Remember that
Yeah,
on her
yeah.
neck?
Oh my gosh,
that
that was
lasted
terrible.
forever. And like they would recommend products and anyways, and then like I broke
If
a
you get a
nail,
cut,
they, like,
you can
brought-
go and see if you
I
need
know.
stitches, and
It's
they'll tell you
amazing.
like you need to go get stitches or
Yes.
let me give you a Band-Aid.
So
butter for,
go
like-
when you visit France, go to the French pharmacy. Most of them speak English, I would say, especially in big cities.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
So I think if you want
Or
to kind of
someone
get some
working there and
recommendation,
speaks
for
English
sure.
and can help.
So yes. Okay, let's move on to
Wait,
some
I
other
have
products.
one
Oh,
more
you have one more body product.
But it's
Okay.
more, well, I guess honestly, I like some of their non-pregnancy products too.
Okay.
But this company, I kind of have a crush on their whole marketing and everything.
Oh,
it's
amazing.
called Mutha,
Mutha.
Mutha.
Okay.
And their packaging is all this like bright blue, like kind of shiny.
Cool.
Like it just looks different than any
Yeah.
other like regular products. And they do, I'm not positive, but I think they started with this like body butter for your stomach when you're pregnant.
Nice.
But it works really good on any kind of, I've been using it on my stomach, but this winter I was also using it on my legs because my legs
nice.
were so dry. And so I have their body oil
Okay.
and their body butter, which smell amazing. And so
So
I've been
good.
like coating my stomach with that every day. And then they also sent me this eye cream that
Okay.
has like a little bit of caffeine in it.
Ah.
And so it's supposed to be for, because I haven't been using, usually I use this Biologique Recherche eye one, but I just haven't been using those products because
Okay.
they're a little strong.
Yeah.
So I've been using that, and it has like that kind of instant effect because of the
I love
caffeine,
that,
where it sort
yeah.
of just like makes you look a little more awake.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
I've definitely used products like that, like the peptide, like kind of.
Yes. And so like it said like it says that it does like instant and then longer term effects because it
Awesome.
helps with the wrinkles. So I'm really liking their eye cream too. And then they have, and the scent is like on the body butter, and the oil is so good. I just really like
awesome.
how it smells. And then they sent me this lip butter.
Okay.
And all the products have funny names. It's like the Mother Pucka lip
Oh,
butter.
nice.
But the flavor is vanilla mint.
Sounds like soothing and refreshing at the same time.
Soothing, refreshing. It's not sticky. I love it.
It's awesome.
So I just have a little crush on that.
That's great. Okay. Love
And now
the
I'm
brand.
done. I think I'm done for products.
Okay. I have two more products that aren't related to body.
Okay.
One, you and I both bought these at the same time. So the Issei swimsuits.
Oh,
So
I
that's
have this
spelled
under clothes.
YSE. Oh, you have multiple buckets. Okay.
No, this is my only one under clothes.
Okay. So these swimsuits,
Issei
Issei
swimsuits.
brand in general, they're swimsuits. But you and I both bought the leopard ones last summer.
Yes, it's my all-time favorite swimsuit
Same.
I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, in your entire life. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I really like it. I love the cut. I love the feel. I love that it never fades. Like I've
I
washed it a
love the
million
fabric.
times. And it always, tell them the story. So we were just in there because there was a,
Well, I just want to say one thing
Okay,
about the
go
fabric
on.
first. It dries, like you go swimming,
Yeah, and
you
it's
get
dry.
out, and it dries.
It's amazing.
I've never had a swimsuit
Same.
that's like that, where like it literally just dries nicely.
it's so nice.
Yeah, and it
And it's
washes
comfortable.
well.
Don't you think it's so comfortable?
Comfortable.
Like I have the bikini version. You
I
have the
have
one
the one
piece.
piece. And it's actually I'm on my second cheetah one piece because
Oh, I
I
didn't know
left
you
it
got
at
another
a
one.
hotel in
Oh.
Turkey, and I was like, I ordered it instantly,
You had to get
even
it,
though
yeah.
I had there was no pool in sight in my future. But I was like, if something comes
Comes
up,
up,
I
you
can't
need
not have
this.
this
That's
bathing
amazing.
suit. But yeah, the store originally they do like lingerie, and
Yes.
they have like nice underwear and bras, and I have some
And
of their
it's
bras.
pretty, like
I
really
think I
pretty
have their bra on
lingerie.
now. It's
Yeah.
they're really comfortable. But the girls that work at the store, I would say, are amazing.
They always speak English to us.
They always speak English too, and they're just so helpful, and they
Yeah.
like make you feel so comfortable.
For
and they
sure.
like, you know, you're.
They
kind
told
of,
us
like,
we looked
naked.
good in our
Yeah, they like
swimsuits.
hype you up, and they told us. Should I tell them what
Yeah,
they said
tell
the
them
other
the
day?
story.
So we didn't have enough time because we were going to lunch, but she said that their swimsuits are made with pregnant women in mind, and I'm going to be 8 months pregnant in
Yeah.
August, so I think I'm going to be pretty
Pretty
hefty
heavy.
in a bathing suit, and it's just so hot here.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at like some maternity bathing suits, and they're
so ugly.
so depressing.
Oh,
they're like
and the prints are terrible.
they're like really wide cut and
know.
grandma looking, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I just am not interested.
No.
But anyways, this girl said that they make all their suits with like the woman's body in mind, and like
so
all the
awesome.
changes it goes through. And so they said they have like a tall size.
It's awesome.
With every size. So you could just, if you're pregnant, you get the tall one so that there's more fabric to stretch. And then she claims that it
I
goes
know,
back.
which is amazing.
Like it doesn't stretch out. Like you can still then wear it when you're not pregnant.
So I bet if you wash it after the 8 months pregnant, and then it'll shrink back to like the normal size.
I don't know, but I will
Just like
report
we all
back.
hope our
I'm gonna-
bodies do
I have
after
2
they're
bathing
pregnant.
suits that I really want from them.
Okay.
Because the one I have now, I think because my stomach starts to get bigger, it's
Yeah.
getting very
Like tight.
cut, and just like it's just there's like a lot
Lifting.
of cheeks hanging out in the back. So I think I need like a bigger size and the tall.
Okay.
So I'm going to buy one
I'm going to go get one
in
too.
the next week or so.
All right. Maybe we go together.
Once I'm not pregnant, I'll report back.
Okay. I'm going to get another one this week as well.
But I think they do ship to the US, and they also have great pajamas. I have a sweater from them. They just have like a great line
Yeah.
of clothes.
They definitely ship to the US.
They do, I think so.
I think so. Okay. Well, we'll put it in the show notes. Okay. My last product one. This is
Okay.
unrelated to clothes or beauty. I am liking, you introduced me to this actually. Gingembre.
The ginger juice.
Yes. It's just like a little.
Gimber.
But it's like also, I'm saying the word ginger in
Yeah, you're
French.
saying the brand is called Gimber.
The brand's called Gimber. It's like a little concentrate and they have different flavors, and it's
Yep.
pretty low sugar. But I've learned you taught me actually to mix it with sparkling water,
It's delicious.
and it's delicious. And it has like just like enough, like it almost tastes like a mocktail, but like not fake tasting. It's just very
No, it has
delicious.
a kick. There's like a lot of seasoning.
like a
it's
lot
not
of-
just ginger juice. There's like
No.
spices and
really delicious.
it's really good. I think you could even like use it with cocktails too.
Probably, yeah. I haven't done that yet. Shockingly, I haven't done that yet. But
I think I'm out of my bottle, but we always have a bottle of that. It's
we always have a
delicious.
bottle of it too. And I'm now like trying to do that during the week instead of drinking wine.
Cool.
So, yeah. it's
Well,
my-
also, this reminded me of one that I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm obsessed. Remember that non-alcoholic spritz I had
yes,
when we
so
were in
good.
Marseille? It's called Yessi, I think. It's
Okay.
IESSI. Lessie. I think it's an IESSI. I'll put it in the show
Okay.
notes. But it's this non-alcoholic spritz, and it is absolutely delicious.
I wish I
It's
would
a
have tried a
dark
sip of
red.
yours. Okay.
It's not sweet. It's not bitter. It has, I think there's like rhubarb. There's all kinds of
Yum.
spices. And so I've been drinking a lot of that.
So good. Okay, love it. I'm glad you
and
ordered
you serve
that.
it on ice with an orange, and it's just like I think I
I
could
might
give up
need that too.
alcohol. I think I could give up Aperol spritzes for good. It's
So we
that
may not
good.
be cheersing with an Aperol spritz for a while, but we might be cheersing with these. We'll see. Okay, what's left on your product?
I don't have any products left.
Okay. So our next category is like experiences or things that are helping our lives right now. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My first one, again, something I think I've talked about before, but I was very skeptical. But my husband's like, I think this would be really good for you, is meditation. And I have to use an app.
Hate when the
because
husbands are right.
he was so right.
They're always right.
Again. Anyway, so I started this. Now it's been about a year. I would say I used to be really good and diligent about doing it every day, even if it's like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes is probably the most I can like just spare to do that. But the two I'm obsessed with right now are Insight Timer, but only one woman on there I love. Her name's Sarah Blondin. She just has like really inspirational, amazing messages. So I'd highly recommend. And then the other one, this is more of like if you're really taking meditation, I would say seriously in terms of like wanting to be able to like learn to sit in silence and really train your mind. This is the one my husband's obsessed with, but it's called The Way. And it's like almost like a training program to help you really like be able to calm your mind, like be able to just be more in tune with your present environment. Like, and there's steps to it. And so like you'll focus on like one sense for like 5 weeks, like just the sense of like, even when your eyes are closed, like being able to just see when your eyes are closed, like super interesting ways of like taking each of your 5 senses and like helping you become more in tune to yourself and inner listening. So that I would say has been something that it just helps me, I would say, on a daily basis with anxiety. It helps me with like, even if I'm spending time with my kids, I'm not thinking 10 steps ahead. Like I'm actually able to like
Focus
be
in
and
on the
focus
present
in on
moment.
that
That's
present
great.
moment, which has been really something I have never been good at in my life. So I would say in general, things that are helping my life, meditation, and those 2 specifically.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine I'm not actively using, but I feel like it's helpful to a lot of people. And I had posted about it and I got so much feedback of people being interested in it. And when I told Kim about it, we actually decided maybe it would be good to do a whole episode on it. But she needs to read the book first.
I'll read the book.
Give us a few weeks. But it's the book called Intuitive Eating. Some of you guys might have heard of it. It was written by 2 dietitians. And I read it for the first time when I was getting my master's in nutrition. And then I just reread it again last year when I had to redo my credentials. And so it was one of the options that I could do. And it's just an awesome book. I feel like if you're around our age, you grew up in the US, like in the time of like peak diet culture. Like your mom was probably on a diet. There was like the no sugar phase, the no fat phase, the
snack wells, the like Weight Watchers, the juice cleanses.
And
you and I've done
the
them
juice
all.
cleanses. I used to do that too.
Me
and
too.
I just feel like it was such an unhealthy food environment
for sure
to grow up with. And I think that like most women, and maybe not everyone, but I feel like all my friends, like I just feel like at some point there was like dieting or just really general unhealthy relationship with foods. Like, oh, if I eat this, then I can't eat this.
Right.
Like that whole kind of thinking. And I feel like when I read this book, it changed something in my head completely. And so basically it's like the anti-diet. It's like learning how to be an intuitive eater.
I love
the basis is that like we're all born intuitive eaters, but throughout life you kind of like shut that down. And a lot of people were told they couldn't leave the table until they finished their plate. And so all of the body cues that you have, like, oh, I'm full, were ignored. And then your body just learns to not listen to them and it overrides them. And then you get
we
into this
even
situation.
talk about, with the baby, like that was so interesting, like the sleep training.
Well, yeah. So like I realized this because there's a chapter in the book of like how to raise intuitive eaters and how to not like silence that natural intuition they have as babies. And I remember when I was doing sleep training, there was so much focus on making sure like they get enough ounces during the day. And if, I don't know, at one point I was like, should I be pumping milk to put it in a bottle so I know how much ounces? And then I'm like, whoa, like this is
crazy.
This is completely against intuitive eating. So I'm going to like force feed my daughter more so that she sleeps
through the night
longer at night. And like, I don't know, you get pretty desperate when you're sleep deprived. But it just like clicked in my head. I'm like, it's so true. Like even like with my like 5-month-old or 6-month-old daughter, I'm trying to sleep train. I'm considering like force feeding her food just so that I can sleep. And I feel like it's just very easy to, I feel like it's a great book to read if you feel like you're always trying a diet or never like content with how you are. And I feel like that's really also living in France, because I moved here after I finished my after I had gone to school, but living here, and I feel like France is really like a country of intuitive eaters
for sure.
And so it really like connected like the material and with the actual experience.
For sure.
It's how I've raised my daughter with like sugar, and I just try to like let her lead. Obviously, like there's moments where it's
of
like,
course you have to
whatever, but if you're having like feeling, you have to eat every single day of your life, so you want to be able to not have any issues with food. And this is a great book to start with. And I don't know, I've read it twice now, and I've like highlighted a bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can even do, I think they have some workbooks. There's also a bunch of dietitians that focus specifically on intuitive eating.
So great.
So if you felt like you needed like a little extra help, you can search like intuitive eating dietitians. And I just feel like it's such a great healthy skill to have.
That's so great. I have 2 things to add to that, because I feel like I am new to intuitive eating over the last like year and a half since we've moved here, primarily because I feel like the culture is just much more in tune with intuitive eating. But I feel like for me, it's been really interesting. At the same time, I've been learning to like listen to myself. It's like part of that is actually what you put in your body. And so even like through some of the, like the therapy I've been doing, they're like, she's like, close your eyes and imagine like, what does your body really feel like eating today? Which is so different than how I used to eat in the US. It'd be like, oh, I just can't eat carbs. So then I'd be like, I'm just going to immediately make myself this, and this that has no carbs.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, there are some mornings, like depending, sometimes it's like where you are in your menstrual cycle. Like, I'm like, I just really want some carbs this morning for breakfast. And so I'm learning to just like eat what my body needs. And it's such a different way of like thinking. And it actually makes you so much happier.
So much happier.
And it's just like, I don't know. It just feels like you're like serving yourself every day. And it doesn't mean that you're like overeating or like, in fact, I probably eat like overall less than I did in the US, but I would think like, oh, I should eat this like whole big salad. It's just a salad. But it's like actually like, I didn't really need to eat like a 4-person portion of a salad versus just like a small piece of fish and some vegetables. That was like all I really needed. So I think it's really important. And I would say the other thing I wanted to add to that is I'm now trying to teach, especially raising daughters. I feel like I'm very in tune with like not wanting to have daughters that are overly constantly thinking about their weight.
Totally.
And so with my daughter, like I'm now taking some of the principles, even though I haven't read the book, but just like from what you and I've talked about too, of like, I'm like, you want to eat dessert? Eat dessert. Do your body feel like dessert tonight? Go for dessert. And it's been so interesting. I've been probably doing this for 6 months with both of my children. And my son used to always be like, I can just have dessert anytime. Like when we first started this, like letting him eat what they want. And now he's like, I don't feel like dessert tonight. Like
Isn't it
he's
so interesting?
So interesting. And I don't think he's had dessert in like 2 weeks. And just because like it's now non-prohibited.
It's like a non-control thing. And so it's like you don't crave it. It's the same with like, I feel like drinking in the US.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to do it. So everyone
goes
to do
crazy.
It. Whereas here, like you're allowed to do it pretty much as a teenager. And
so you're less inclined to like overdo it, which has just been really interesting. So I think we should come back and do a whole episode after I read the book on intuitive eating. I think there's a lot that's interesting with how to think about it with your children. Because I think it's a question you probably get as a dietitian. I'm getting it from like friends of mine who were all together, and it's like, well, what do you say to your son or daughter when they want this or this? And so I think it'd be a good thing for us to talk about.
I think so too. Like I grew up in a house where we never had like candy or anything. So I feel like I was always prone to like when there was like sweets, I was like, I just wanted them and I really liked them. And now like with my daughter, she has a whole, because there's a lot of candy going on
we have
in
a
France.
whole candy box.
Tons of candy. And she has like the whole drawer by her bedside table is filled with candy, and she's allowed to.
It's in her bedroom?
Yeah, it's right next to her bed. I've literally never seen her open it and eat anything from it, but she like makes sure
puts
like
it in
she
there.
puts it in there. And like sometimes she'll be like, "Oh, can I have this?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, it's yours." But like there's no like hiding candy or doing anything like that. And I think it's just so cool.
Yeah,
and
actually,
I know all kids are different, so like just because I have this experience, like maybe it's not for everyone. But
it's so interesting you said that, because over the last like couple of months, I used to hide my candy, like all the kids' candy and like chocolate and whatever, all up in like a place they couldn't reach, like a high cabinet in the kitchen. I've recently moved it into like this huge box that's like at their like arm's length, and they can get it whenever they want. They've had it less and asked for it less since it's been accessible to them. It's so crazy.
Miraculous.
So more to come.
I'll say one more quick thing. People, because a lot of like stuff I post is food and stuff I'm eating. And so many people are like, if I ate like this, I would be so overweight, or I could never eat like this. How do you do that? And I don't like, I'm not one of those people that just like pretends I know there's a lot of people online that like pretend they're eating unhealthy food and they're not really eating it. But I feel like it's because of intuitive eating. That like, maybe I don't like, maybe if I'm eating a cookie, like, maybe I have 2 of them, but I'm not having 5 of them.
No.
And maybe I'm not having a cookie every single day, but it just makes everything so much more free.
I agree. Because I at first was like,
and your
oh my
body
gosh,
reacts positively to it.
Totally. I was thinking when we first moved to France, oh my gosh, I'm going to gain like so much weight because there's all these like amazing like croissants and like desserts, and like the wine's amazing. And honestly, like, so for example, like if I eat a big dinner the night before, like just like where I don't even like to eat to the point where I'm like overly full. Like that makes me kind of like, ugh. The next day I don't crave, like I can go until noon or 1 and not eat anything. Just because my body's like kind of telling me a message. It's like, you were really full. Like you're probably still full. Like you don't need to eat anything until later that day. So I think it is much more intuitive than me just being like, I can't have carbs this day. And then I'm going to go crazy on the weekend. And then I'll juice cleanse Monday through Wednesday. It was quite a cycle.
Okay.
All right.
So sorry, we got distracted.
Okay. Can I move on to one more book since we're on a book?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I have been trying to read a lot instead of watch TV at night. So if I watch TV at night, I have to watch it in French, which to be honest kind of deters me from getting excited about it. So I'll watch like maybe 30 minutes of TV in French and then I'm like, whew, my brain. So then I read in English, there's so many books that I'm like really obsessed with right now, but I wanted to call out one author, Brianna Wiest. So I'll put this in the notes, but
you've been talking
I
about
just
her.
have really appreciated her writing style, her messages. I started with 101 essays that will change the way you think. And they're just like these short essays that feels like really easy to read. And you can kind of do them like, even if you don't even have like 30 minutes to read, you have 5 minutes if you're just like kind of in between things. You can get through like a chapter or two, and it just like puts good positive reinforcement and messages and things to think about in your head that are, I feel like the more you kind of fill your head with like positive, good messages, the more that actually helps.
And you attract them.
Yes, for sure. So and then I just finished her new book, The Life That's Waiting, this past weekend. And just like, I think she's just a brilliant author. She's obviously super famous now. And I was just shocked to find out she's only like in her early 30s, and just like the knowledge she has and like the way she is able to write is just super inspiring. So wanted to just give a call out if anyone is just looking for kind of, I would say like, I described it to my friend Heidi as almost like light reading, like as if you're like a smarter version of reality TV, because I didn't want it to be
that.
like,
okay, now I'm interested.
I know, because at first she was like, this sounds really heavy and intense.
It
and
does
I was like,
sound heavy.
No, I'm like, it's more like, because it's not like funny like reality TV, just to be clear, but I'm saying the writing style and easy. Yeah. It's like digestible quickly.
Okay.
Like reality TV for us.
Okay. So my last, I guess, self-help thing would just be, I feel like maybe I talked about this on the last one, but I've been a member, not necessarily doing it all the time. Yeah. But since I had my daughter during COVID and I kind of felt like I wanted to start exercising again. Yeah. I've been a member of the Sculpt Society. It's done by Megan Roop, and it's just this like monthly membership. She has so many videos. She even had like, they're just great. They're kind of like, the idea is more like sculpt, kind of ballet bar type exercises. But she also just added strength classes. She has this whole program for when you're pregnant, like with awesome. Like week by week exercises. Oh my gosh, that's
so great.
She has like stuff to do like after you had a baby, like how to get like back into like recovering your core and all of that. And what I love about it is it's super effective. At least my body has always responded best to kind of like the sculpting type exercises as opposed to like big heavy weightlifting. And so the one that I usually do is, I think it's usually around 30 minutes. It's like the 30-minute sculpt class, and it's full body. And if I do that 4 times a week consecutively, I look like the best I've looked in the past 5 years was when I was doing that. I have not been doing that for a couple of years, full disclosure. But what I'm really into now is just she has a bunch of quickie exercises. That's awesome. So it's like separated by body part, 10 minutes each.
Oh, it's great.
Usually I'll do like arms and then like either legs or booty, something like that. And, you know, like I don't have a ton of time to spare to be like, especially now, like driving to a gym. Even when I was in Paris, like walking 15 minutes to the gym, like it becomes a 2-hour project. For sure. And knowing that like you can have like good results without having to spend so much time. For sure. And feel good and strong. And it's $20, $19 a month, something like that.
It's totally worth it.
She actually probably will do a Mother's Day sale.
Oh, cool.
I feel like most of the brands are doing some kind of Mother's Day sale, but there's also a free month to try, and all you need are like ankle weights. I think you can technically do it without anything, but I just have like a mat, ankle weights, and like small hand weights. That's great. And it's easy. It's not intimidating. I'm not like, okay, I have to sit down for this 45-minute video. You can't. I think she does have like 45-minute and hour videos, but for me, I'm like, oh no, it's too much to commit to. Yeah. It's so funny you mentioned that because I'm like been in the same situation since we moved to France. Like I've tried gyms and then I'm like, this is taking forever. And I don't totally love, like, I'm a group class person and haven't really loved
a lot of what I found. And so I've been obsessed more with like programs, like YouTube programs. Most of mine that I've been finding are free. I just subscribe. And that's like my primary go-to. It's like running, and I try different YouTube videos that are like bar, sculpt, yoga, like yoga sculpt. And I would say the one right now that I'm really into is called Growing Ananas. It sounds like it's like, I think she's actually
Growing
Ananas. I'll put it in the show notes, but I like when they don't talk to you. So hers is all just like music and then timers and just like different
I've done a couple of YouTube
exercises,
like, ab videos like
yeah.
that.
And so that just for right now, it's actually been really fun because my daughter on the weekend will like do it with me, and she just comes upstairs and like it's like fun dance music in the background, and so she just kind of like dances while I do this little workout video. So so I would say even if you have 15 minutes, like put on a YouTube video and like just go for it. It's like it actually goes by fast and you feel so much better after.
Pumping.
For sure. Love it. Okay. Anything else? I have two more.
I don't have any more like self-help stuff. I have some food stuff and two random things.
Okay. I'll finish mine then. Okay. My other one is if anyone's looking for like a gift that you could kind of like sneak a hint with one of your kids to get you for Mother's Day, or with your husband, I would say like experience gifts, like taking a class of something you love is really awesome. Like I have been taking a creative writing class that ended, and I actually just signed up for another one that's like an advanced one that like hones in on specific techniques I want to learn about writing. And I would just say anything with like, if you're interested in something and you don't really know how to get started, or you're sort of thinking about it and it keeps coming up for you, whether that's like drawing or painting or whatever, it doesn't even have to be something that creative, like cooking, whatever. Take an online class. Like it's been so great. And I at first was like, this can be a big time commitment with like work and et cetera. And honestly, like you can carve out time and you can watch these like when you want. And even if it's like, sometimes I do them on the weekend just because I'm like, it's easier to just, take a minute then. But yeah, a class of something you love is also my recommendation of something for yourself.
Love that.
Yes. Okay. My last one.
Okay.
I would say try something new, like every week, couple months, etc., and take advantage of like the place you live that you might not normally have done things. So like since we've moved here, I feel like I'm now like craving going hiking. Like I actually really am starting to get into it.
You were not the most into hiking at the beginning.
Most into hiking.
I feel the same. I'm not like
I'm
super
still
into
not,
hiking.
like,
I love walking.
Yes, but this is like you're like climbing on
like
rocks,
gradients.
like up a
I'm not
mountain.
sure I love the gradient, like the up and the downs.
I mean, it's like, but I feel like your heart is just like really.
Wait, you're into the rock climbing now?
I'm not rock climbing, but like where to get up a hill, like or mountain.
There's
actually,
some like you have to use your hands.
Yes, you have to use your hands and kind of climb. I mean, it's like not like I don't like the scary, super scary.
Yeah,
but I like that. I'm like my heart's like really pounding. I can't talk through it. Like your cardio feels really high. And then I think what's super cool about it compared to like a workout that you would just do in a gym or at home is like you actually get to a destination. Like you get to a top of a mountain and you're like, this is so cool. And you look down and you're like, I just did all this. And it's like a very cool perspective that something you can be proud of yourself for. So I would say whether it's hiking or something else
than treadmill.
Yeah. For me it is.
Yeah.
And
no, but I agree. It's actually a great point. And I think it's just good for our bodies to be in nature and not around like other people or like stressful stimulus of daily life.
Yes. So that's why I'm like, I kind of am coming around to hiking. So those are my things.
Okay. Do you have any others?
No.
Okay. Well, I just had a couple of quick food ones.
Okay, great.
The first one is, I know some people eat sushi when they're pregnant. Honestly, I ordered some raw fish sushi the other night just at a really nice restaurant, and I had one and I was kind of turned off by it. So I didn't, but I'm obsessed with eel. And if you don't know this about eel, you can't eat it raw. So it's always cooked.
I did not know this about eel.
I didn't know this either, but I learned it from ChatGPT this weekend.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So eel rolls are a great pregnancy safe roll because it's cooked.
That's awesome.
And they're delicious.
Who knew?
Okay, it's also strawberry season in France. I think in the US it's not till like June maybe.
I don't know, but it's so good.
Well, I guess it depends where you live too, because like Florida, whatever. But we're in peak strawberry season right now.
It's so delicious.
It is so good. And there's this one store that I go to that does the fresh whipped cream from the machine, and it's just like the best thing ever. I had it yesterday, like a bowl of strawberries with whipped cream. It's delicious.
It's so funny you said that because I was just telling Isabel this past weekend. So my whole thing is you can buy frozen waffles here, but they're not great. So I make my own. Like on a Sunday, I'll just make like a huge batch of them and then just like give them for the kids.
There's nothing
breakfast.
better than a homemade waffle.
And I feel like with the good flour here and the good butter and like the milk, I mean, everything. And then I recently discovered like real Madagascar vanilla here. That's like
it's so
actually not super expensive compared to the US. I would never have bought that. It makes such a difference in baking. So anyways, I made these on Sunday. And then my son is like really into wanting to like cook with me, which is cute.
So cute.
He's 8 years old, and I let him like follow a homemade whipped cream recipe. Super easy, right? Like the heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and like a little bit of vanilla extract. And he whipped the whole thing and then had it on his waffle this morning and was so excited that he had made that. And so, and we cut up strawberries, did the whipped cream, and that's been their breakfast. And it'll be their breakfast all week. And it's so yummy. Yeah.
And whipped cream, I learned this yesterday at the store when I was buying whipped cream. Fresh whipped cream lasts for 3 days.
That's what I was concerned about.
But I feel like that's a decent amount of time for something.
We made a
fresh.
pretty big batch.
Well, you gotta
we gotta
eat
get
up.
through it.
Okay, my last food one is my husband ordered from this company called Go Nuts.
Okay.
They do nut butters.
Okay.
A ton of nut butter. So we have peanut butter. There's one with piment d'Espelette. There's a dark chocolate peanut butter. And there's an almond butter. And it's the best. I think it's natural. It's organic. It is the best textured peanut butter or nut butters I've ever had. The almond one it's just so good. But the one that I'm obsessed with right now is the dark chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, sounds really good.
And I don't know if you ever made like, I used to always take dates and then stuff them with peanut butter and then dip them in dark chocolate and put them in the freezer.
No, but
Have you
that
ever made
sounds
that?
amazing.
It honestly tastes like a Snickers bar. It's so good, but it's a little bit time consuming because you have to melt the chocolate and then you have to wait for it to freeze.
Yeah.
So lately I've been doing just the date with the dark chocolate peanut butter. And then I top it with Maldon salt and eat it right away. And
it's so
it
good.
is decadent.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
I'm having them every day. Like I have like 3 of them. They're just delicious, and it's pretty healthy. It's like it's all natural, you know.
Yeah,
if you
for sure.
Feel like you want something sweet, and it's
okay.
It tastes like a candy bar to me.
Do you have to melt the chocolate and then put it in the
because
fridge?
now I'm just using this dark chocolate peanut butter. So the peanut butter and the chocolate is all combined already.
That sounds so good.
Because it is time consuming. Like if you have to dip, then you have to like dip them. And
we just did it with last week. I dipped strawberries and like melted the chocolate on the stovetop, then dipped the strawberries, put them in the fridge. I mean, they were amazing, but I'm like, it's, a couple hour process there.
Now I'm like thinking though, as I'm saying this, I think maybe today I'll make some and freeze them just because I do like that frozen texture.
I know, it's so good.
It's really good.
So you would recommend this brand?
Yes. It's called Go Nuts. I think it's only available in France, but check online. Maybe they ship.
Awesome.
Okay. And then I have just like one last thing. So let me remember what it was. Oh, I forgot one of my products.
Okay, go.
Okay. It's this brand called Carrière Frère. It's a sister brand of Trudon, which is a very kind of like fancy bougie candle. They sent me this package of their orange blossom line, like a regular diffuser, a candle. They smell insane. It's like walking into a luxury south of France hotel.
Amazing.
It just smells so good. But the thing that they sent me I'd never seen before are these. They almost look like little like wax palettes.
Okay.
And it was filled with orange seeds. So it's super beautiful to look at. It's on a string. So you can tie it and hang it in a wardrobe with clothes.
That's amazing.
You can leave it out like in a room, just like sitting out. It looks beautiful and it smells amazing. And it gives off the best scent. It's not overpowering or strong, but it's just this very, when you're in a hotel and it just has that like
subtle, but really beautiful
smell. And it looks beautiful too.
That's awesome.
I think it would be a great gift, and it's priced at I think it's around €30, so it's not for
reasonable.
2 of them.
And that's really good because diffusers are expensive. It kind of takes the place of
I don't know how much
diffusers.
their diffuser is.
Okay,
but this little palette of thing is amazing. They sell it in a bunch of places in France, and I had some people online say that they'd seen the brand before in stores in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
So I think you could probably get it in the U.S.
Great.
And then this is like maybe really silly, but another thing that I've been doing that I feel like has really been positively affecting my life is daydreaming about an upcoming vacation.
They actually say that you enjoy the daydream and the anticipation more than people actually enjoy the real vacation.
Well,
so that's a real
like,
thing.
I feel like I'm on vacation every day with this
awesome.
daydream. Because I don't know, I have just a lot. I'm having the baby in September.
Yeah.
I can't take maternity leave.
Yeah.
And it's kind of happening at sort of the busiest part of our season. So
Yeah.
I'm sort of in my head like, ooh, how is this all going to work? Because when I have my daughter, I wasn't working.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened and I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it'll go. Maybe it'll be easy. Like maybe it's like I'm breastfeeding all the time anyways. I can answer emails. I don't know. But I'm just trying to be extremely efficient with my time up until then. And even like in August, I think my daughter's home the whole month.
Yeah.
I'm going to just be so pregnant and so hot.
Yeah.
I want to try to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah,
so
smart.
the thing that is keeping me going is thinking about we're going to Greece
So cool.
for like a few days, for a week or so after school gets out. And I just can't wait to
Be on the beach.
Like, be in the
Greece
sun,
is so beautiful.
eating the good Greek food. The swimming there is so nice. So I'm thinking about that. And then I also booked
fun.
a little 3-night stay just an hour from here at a nice hotel. And I'm just thinking about that too. Like going somewhere with
so
just my
fun.
husband. And I'm like, that's getting me through.
That's amazing.
I feel like it's good to have like a goal or something.
I think it's important to like plan ahead at something you're really looking forward to.
Yeah.
You know, like we're also going to Greece, I think close to around the same time you are with another family. And we're actually like doing a boat through the islands, which I'm so excited about. And just a really unique experience and something we would never have done if we lived in the US because it would have been like just hard to plan and figure all this out. And this is definitely like a unique experience that's easy to do from here because you can fly quickly from Marseille into Athens or you're flying direct into Kos, right?
We're flying direct to Corfu.
Oh, to
from
Corfu.
Marseille.
Amazing. Okay. So yeah, so fun things, but I think the daydreaming's good.
Yeah. And then my last thing
you have
of
one
all
more.
things is I'm just like loving spending time with my 5-year-old so much. I feel like this age is just
This age is very
it's
awesome.
just heart melting and
I
it
know.
feels like all the hard work
I know.
has paid off. Do you know what I mean? Like
I guess
like,
we'll see when they're like 16, but
look, I know, but I feel like it's just like it's such a great age. It feels like hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
And she's just like funny. And I'm just also like super conscious, of course, that like
I know.
we're having like a big change in September. So I
of
think that's also
course.
making me like
Just
more like
appreciate.
appreciate each moment. But yeah, 5 years old is like a
Is
dream.
amazing.
People told me they're like, it gets easier at 4. And I was like, 4? Like I have a 2-month-old. What do you mean? Like this is hard until 4? Like I was just
But they're not
that
really
felt
wrong.
so
Like
far away.
4
and
is
I was like
great.
in my head,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they probably don't know what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. Like it gets a lot easier at 4. It's just so
It
much
does.
less
It
physical.
does.
But 5, there's something about
Something
5.
5 is so sweet. And even like my daughter turned 6 and she's still like,
Not to say there's not a lot of sass and attitude and
of course,
personality,
they're girls.
but
Yeah.
they're girls. And I don't know. I
No,
don't
it's
even
super
mind it.
sweet. It's like the best combination of like they can have little adult conversations, but they still want to like cuddle with you, and they still
Yes.
like have. I love listening to my daughter like play on her own, and she plays in like French sometimes, and she'll
so
play in English
cute.
sometimes, and the little
the little
conversations that the
storylines.
dolls or the Barbie dolls will have is like just so like I pretend I'm not listening, but I'm
Same.
obviously listening.
Everyone at my house is pregnant. The animals, the Barbies, like everyone's having babies.
Do you know actually since you've been pregnant, we've had
You've
my
had a lot
daughter
of
has been
pregnancies,
putting
too.
a lot of like pillows and things in her tummy.
Oh, my daughter
and
does
she
that, too.
herself is now,
Yeah, she's often pregnant as well.
and it's amazing how quick the baby comes out. You know,
Right away.
It's right away. So,
Right away.
anyways,
That's really funny.
okay. Anything
that's-
else?
That's everything that I like right now.
Awesome. No, same. Okay, well, let us know if you guys enjoyed this kind of episode. It's the first time we've done something like this.
I
And
feel like we did this episode.
no, we have
before.
not done this before.
Things that we like. I'm like positive we did,
We
but
maybe
maybe
had, like,
season 1. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think it was like, this is a bit of a different spin, but I'm
Yeah, you're
enjoying
probably
it.
right.
And
Your
it's been
memory
fun.
is better than mine.
Well, I don't
can
know
barely
about
remember
that.
anything.
But anyways, well, happy Mother's Day coming up to all of
Yes,
you
happy
mothers out
Mother's
there.
Day.
And we
Thanks
will be
for
back
listening.
soon. Yes, thanks for listening.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.